Hello! Today I will be presenting the final project for Liani Santiago, Angie Merlin, and Mateo Leiva. For this project, we worked on creating a two-cylinder engine on SolidWorks. These are the people who helped create the engine. They are all mechanical engineering majors. Both Mateo and Angie are from Lima, Peru, while Lianis is from Morovis, Puerto Rico. Mateo enjoys soccer and wakeboarding, Angie enjoys dancing and working out, and Lianis enjoys playing guitar and reading. A two-cylinder engine, more commonly known as an inline twin engine, has two separate cylinders arranged in a common crankshaft. This engine works by using two cylinders that run beside each other in separate bores either in 180 degrees, one piston up and one piston down, or 360 degrees, with both of them up or both of them down. This allows for the converting of fuel into motion. It is mainly used for motorcycles, old cars, tractors, small marine vessels, and sometimes light commercial vehicles. Here we see an image of the fully assembled two-cylinder engine. The assembly was done with 11 different parts: an engine block, pistons, piston pins, connecting rods, push rods, valves, crankshafts, rocker arms, a crankshaft sprocket, a camshaft with a sprocket, and an arbor. The engine block is the most complex of the 11 parts used for this engine. It is designed to house the cylinders, crankshaft, and the remaining 9 components of the engine. It works as a rigid structure for the engine and it helps dissipate the heat. This assembly consists of 2 pistons in the engine. The piston converts the pressure generated by the combustion of fuel and air into rotational motion of the crankshaft. There are 2 piston pins in this assembly for the two-cylinder engine. Inside each piston consists 1 piston pin. The pin is designed to connect and hold the piston to the connecting rod, and it allows for the piston to move up and down inside the cylinder. This engine consists of 2 connecting rods. The connecting rod is designed to connect the piston to the crankshaft, and it converts the linear motion of the piston into a rotational motion for the crankshaft gear. There are 2 push rods in this engine. Using a mechanical cam mate between the push rod and the camshaft sprocket, the push rod transfers the motion of the camshaft to the rocker arm, moving the valves. There are 2 valves in the assembly for this engine. The function of the valve is vital, since it controls the flow of air and fuel into the cylinder and the exhaust gases out the cylinder. It is operated as mentioned by the camshaft and the rocker arm. There are 2 crankshafts in this assembly. It is controlled by the connecting rod's motion. It's the rotating shaft that converts the linear motion of the piston into rotational motion. There are 2 rocker arms in this engine. The function of the rocker arm is to transfer the motion of the push rod to the valve. The crankshaft sprocket depends on the motion of the crankshaft. It is the component that connects the crankshaft to the camshaft. There is a gear mate done between this part and the camshaft that allows for their interactions and causes the motion in the engine. The camshaft is the rotating shaft that operates the valves. This is done with a mechanical cam mate between the push rods and the sprocket, causing for the rods to move up and down, moving the rocker arms and causing the valves to open and close. This allows for the main function of the engine to be completed. The arbor supports the rocker arms and helps align it with the crankshaft. It is connected to the engine block above the valves, allowing for the rocker arms to form a tangent mate with them. This allows for the main movement of the valves. Here in the slide, we can see the full assembly of our two-cylinder engine. Next to the photo of the full assembly, we have the drawing for the assembly that showcases all the different parts that we have previously discussed in this presentation. This video shows the exploded version of the assembly. The engine is taken apart and you can see each part of the assembly individually. This video shows the exploded version of the assembly. The engine is taken apart and you can see each part of the assembly individually. This animation video shows the whole motion of the entire two-cylinder engine. This includes the movements of the pistons and the valves, which are especially crucial for the engine to transfer fuel into motion